gentlemen, welcome back to the Renatus J.A.M. My name is Jay Stark, and joining me as always is my fearless co-host,
Mr. Matt Snyder.
Mr. Matt Snyder. Sorry, I felt like pulling out the monster truck announcer voice. Felt like today was an appropriate day for it.
Yeah, I felt fearless.
Fearless. I like it.
Yeah, you said it, man.
And
Fearless.
You believed me.
I believed you.
That's
briefly.
what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah,
All right.
that's right.
We're about to get started. Let's see here. I was just trying to pull up the comments on our Facebook Live.
Oh,
feed,
yeah. That's
that's
good.
always fun.
It is.
To talk with everybody. But, Mr. Snyder, in true J.A.M. fashion. What?
I was just wondering where, so it's not on the screen.
Now what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Now it's right in the middle of the screen. Oh, my goodness. All right, Mr. Snyder, what's new and exciting?
Well, probably the newest and excitingest this week is we've got our Blueprint Your Wealth
oh, my goodness.
On Saturday.
Yes.
I was going to call it a call. I don't know what it's called. Blueprint Your Wealth event.
It's actually kind of a mastermind.
Yeah.
And what it is Mr. Hiller just said, hey.
Hello, Nicholas.
The Blueprint Your Wealth is a mastermind. It's an opportunity to watch as every single PAC member comes together on Saturday mornings, and they share what was the most impactful part of joining Renatus in their lives.
Okay.
And so every single month, it's been a little bit different. Things have been kind of been modifying over time, just making sure that
we've been getting better at it.
Getting better and getting a little bit, just getting better at meeting the need and meeting people's expectations.
Yeah, setting it up right.
But it's been awesome because you get an opportunity to interact with all of the PAC members all at once, and of course, Mr. Bob Snyder is there.
Yes,
and you get to hear about all of these different aspects of Renatus. So it's not just a great place for ICMs; it's a great place for ICMs to bring their customers.
Yeah,
and
you mean
for
guests?
Guests.
Yep.
Sure, them too.
Yeah, yeah. We should bring them. No, it's a great event, and I think probably the most important thing with your guests is setting them up properly, so they come into the call with a proper expectation of what it is.
Yeah.
Because the only, I guess, issues that I've heard of really have been where somebody thought it was something different than it was. So they show up and they're like, this is not what I was told.
And we've seen a little
so
bit of that. That's why we try to set it up in such a way that people understand exactly what the purpose of the call is.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've only heard it once, but like I just felt like it, should be mentioned.
I've heard it twice. I don't know what your problem
is. Twice as much as I've heard it.
I know, 200% more times.
well, yeah. It's just important to make sure that your guests understand what they're coming into.
Absolutely. So that takes place at 9 a.m. Mountain Time this Saturday.
That's right.
Which is the 2nd of March. Sorry, I had to do a little math in my head because I know today is pre-leap year day.
Yes, it is. It's leap year eve.
Leap year eve.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's great. That's great, though. That's cool. So, March 2nd, 9 a.m.
March 2nd, 9 a.m.
Utah time.
Mountain time.
When is daylight savings, anyways? When are we going to get hit with that? It's around this time of year, right?
I don't like it when you say bad things.
All right, I'm gonna look. Why is that? That's a good thing.
No, it's not.
Are you kidding me? It's a wonderful thing.
We lose an hour of sleep and the sun comes up earlier. How is that a good thing?
Because the sun is up longer. I don't ask me how that works, but it does. I love it.
The time change does not increase the amount of time you see the sun. I promise.
Yeah, no kidding. March 10th.
Oh, man.
Sunday, March 10th. No, I love it. I love it because we get really what we get is we get.
No. I know everything you're about to say.
It just seems like we get more usable time in the day.
That is incorrect, false, or other words.
No, we should switch.
True.
We should switch to it, and then not switch back in November.
Okay, that I can get on board.
Yeah. No, I hate it. I hate the time change. Yes. Sucks. Okay, but and it's ridiculous and it's pointless because apparently it was for like farmers in the 1800s and
farmers, communication, industry, all that stuff.
Yeah, but like none of that matters anymore, right?
Well, it's not that it doesn't matter, but it doesn't have the same effect that it used to.
Yes, on society. So, right. Like it's, it's affecting some really, farmers, which, my heart goes out to, but I don't even know how it's affecting them. Somebody is a farmer can maybe explain that to me.
Here on the Renatus J.A.M.
Yeah.
Matt and I, while not expressing a perspective or point of view from the company,
of course
proper, are both going to advocate everybody who's listening to us to write to your elected official. And let's see what we can do to solve daylight savings time forever.
Agreed. Let's stick with the time, and the time should be the one that we change to after.
You know what? I that's one thing I've always been jealous of Arizona for.
Yeah,
they don't have a time change, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, there's a few places that don't, and it's just like, why are the rest of us crazy? What are we doing? Well, anyways.
So,
way to go, Arizona.
The whole reason we got off onto that tangent was just to make sure that everybody was aware that at 9 a.m. Sorry, Mr. Hitler said end daylight savings time. So
yes, let us march in the streets.
Oh, Matthew, he's just. So the whole purpose was just to remind everybody that at 9 a.m. this Saturday, Mountain Time, we are hosting the third Blueprint Your Wealth call.
That's correct.
And this one's going to be even better than the first two. We have a few surprises up our sleeves.
Sweet.
So, all right. In addition to the Blueprint, the Blueprint is happening this week, shortly upon us. In fact, 21 days from now.
It's coming up.
It is coming up. The 2024 Renatus National Conference.
That's right. This thing's going to be huge. I don't
This one, it was really interesting. When we released Helios, I sat down with Mr. Huggins, Michael Huggins, and we were talking. And I said, honestly, I think this is going to be the biggest national conference we hold for a decade, because of the amount of information that we had to cover. And I tell you what, this year, it's going to be the biggest one yet.
Yeah, you think so?
With the information that we are sharing, with the opportunities that will become available, with the offers, I
totally agree. And
not only that, but you're also going to get some incredible trainings. So I decided to pull up the agenda that we're not publishing yet. However, I'm very happy to report we have the likes of Mr. Matt Snyder training, Ty Larson, Connor McIntyre, Jason Nedrow, Becky and Nate Lambert, Jenna Hoover, who is our Real Flow affiliate or our Real Flow representative who does Renatus iOS, is going to be there. Cosimo Intermite, Greg Kimball, and a special guest. We have a panel of our PAC members, Woody Woodward, Bob Snyder, Jay Stark, Bob Tierney, Yas Hawk, Umair Hawk, Scott and Nancy Rowe, Michael Huggins, Richard Stock, Gavin McCaleb, and of course our keynote speaker, Mr. Troy Dunn.
Yes.
And on top of all of that, I can tell you that not only are we going to have 3 days of incredible training, but there will be unprecedented opportunities
at
this national.
That there will, yes.
And
can confirm.
And just to salt the hay a little bit more for everybody on the line, if you're not already drinking from the font that is Renatus, this Monday on the Founders Live, Bob Snyder is going to release some incredible information about the national conference that I got to admit I never thought in a million years we would.
Wait, when is he doing this?
This coming Monday on the Founders
Live.
So don't miss it, because there will be a very unique opportunity made available then.
Okay. That sounds, you sold it, man.
Well,
I'll be there. I can tell you that.
Yes, you will be there. I will be there. Bob will be there. It's going to be incredible.
Yes.
And I've just confirmed that Mr. Jason Nedrow is going to be there to be on our training. So that's going to be awesome as well. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I think we're going to have... Uh-oh.
Here we go. We got a mic.
That's my baby right there.
Are you guys live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Are you? You guys are live right now?
We're live right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yep.
Yeah, everything you're saying is recorded.
Really?
So don't say anything dumb. It's a lot of pressure. It's me really nervous.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And there he goes. Like a whisper in the night.
That's right.
Oh, man. Bob, I should have had you tell... Or get everybody excited for the announcements that are coming this Monday.
Yeah.
I just kind of was just letting everybody know that some incredible announcements are going to be made on Monday, and they don't want to miss the Founders Live.
What he said. He is absolutely spot on. I would say life-changing. But our compliance officer's right over there. I would say if you miss it, it may be one of those catastrophic events in your life that could be a game changer in the wrong direction, causing you severe harm and anguish and FOMO for years to come. But I can't because our compliance officer is right there.
Yes. So
join us on Founders Live, man. It's going to be awesome.
Some lives will be changed, some won't. No, I'm just kidding.
The results will not be typical.
Yes.
That was awesome. I don't think we've ever had Bob just drop in on the jam before.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
Hey, you guys have just had not only an unprecedented event on the jam, but a sneak peek of the Founders Live this coming Monday. So don't miss it. You'll want to be on the Blueprint. You'll want to be on the Founders Live, but you're also going to want to make sure that you are available for the national conference. That's the 21st through the 23rd of this month. And I've got to say that from now until the end of days, March 22nd is going to go down in history.
Mm-hmm. It will.
I'm just going to leave you with that little cliffhanger. I know if you've been watching the Founders Live, you already have a little bit more information than that. But it will go down in history. And a lot of you guys will look back on that day as the day that you shifted into the next gear of your business.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Unprecedented training, unprecedented opportunities.
Yeah.
And, it was funny because in 2020, unprecedented was the unprecedented word of the year.
Yeah.
Every single newscast. Unprecedented this. Unprecedented.
Everything. Every day was like a new day of unprecedentedness.
Of all the unprecedented
yes.
things that were happening. But I tell you what, I am no longer fatigued of it because of how excited I am with everything that's coming down the pipe for Saladio, for Renatus.
Me too.
And for every single person who is paying attention.
Me too. Yeah.
It is awesome. All right. National conference coming up. March 21st through the 23rd. Make sure that you have your ticket. Make sure that everybody on your team has their ticket. Make sure that you have your accommodations set up and are ready to go. Make sure that you are, just in the mindset to receive, because this is going to be big.
Mm. Yep. Your tushy needs to be in that seat.
I would not have used that word, but okay.
I think tushy is probably the most compliant word to use for that, right?
Your backside, your tail,
I guess backside, whatever. Just be in the seat.
Just get there. Just be there and be all in. I love it.
I mean, this is what compliance does to you, right? Like you overanalyze everything.
I love how Bob's like, yeah, I could say this if our compliance officer weren't right here. I love it. We got James Gavin on the line with us who just mentioned, we're back in the studio and says, I'm all in. Then we've got Scoot Over. Now, Scoot, I would love to know if that's your real name, Scoot Over. That's his name online. I think he's probably got another name that his parents gave him at the time he was born, but he says I'm all in. So
let's find out. Maybe he can tell us.
There you go, Scoot. If that's your real name, just let me know, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Just so you guys know, my real name is not Jay.
I know what it is.
Oh. Bobby Johnson.
It's Bernard.
Bobby J.
I'm just kidding.
There we go. So scoot over is Bobby J. I like it.
Cool.
Thank you, Mr. Hiller. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. And bonus points if you know what my real name is.
Yeah. I mean, I do, but I'm cheating, right?
Yeah,
So,
you and I have history.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
All right, here we go. We have an awesome opportunity to bring out a guest today on this Renatus J.A.M. I almost said on the Founders Live. Wow, I've been talking about the Founders Live so much, my brain's kind of in the wrong gear.
There's been times I've been on the Founders Live and almost said the J.A.M.
The J.A.M.
So,
you know what? It counts. It's okay. It's really okay. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. Here's the deal. Last week we had Mr. James Gavin out.
That's right.
On the Renatus J.A.M.
From the Juice
Podcast.
Yes.
And recommended by him and many others, we are bringing out his cohort, his partner. I don't want to say his partner in crime because it's not a crime to be awesome. Yeah. If it were, these guys would be guilty.
I'm sure it's probably illegal somewhere.
I tell you what, I did not know Mr. Jerry Ruffin very well. In fact, I still don't know him very well, but I got a chance to just hear from him for just a minute before we started the podcast, and I am so looking forward to this conversation. So please join me in welcoming out to the Renatus J.A.M. for his inaugural appearance, Mr. Jerry Ruffin.
What's up, crew? How y'all
hey,
doing?
man. What's up?
What's going on?
Jerry, I am so excited to have you out and get to know you a little bit better on our podcast today. Thank you for making the time. Thank you for being here. I would love if you just took a moment and introduced yourself a little bit to the Renatus J.A.M. audience.
Perfect. Hey, man, first off, I want to thank you guys for inviting us on, James included, Bobby Johnson next. He's a part of the Juice crew, so it's us three. But I appreciate you guys letting us come out and share with you guys. And Jay, I just want you to know I always get mad that you're not in the Renatus picture with us. So I always snap a shot of you and Whitney, and then I send it to you. So that's how you get inside the chat.
I actually have a folder of those pictures on my phone right now. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. Of you in the lift and everything.
Yep. But I think... You know, as of the leaders retreat this last year, I put myself in the picture. Yeah. So I think I'm actually going to put myself in this year's picture too. I'm going to make Whitney stand up there all by herself.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be happening somewhat soon where it's just a drone that does it, right? Like we're going to be getting to the point.
All right, hang on. Before we get off too far off topic here.
Right, sorry.
Jerry, keep going, man.
Yeah. So I just wanted to shout you guys out. Appreciate you guys for letting me come on. I know maybe the Renatus family don't know that Matt Snyder is my 5-star. That's right. Bob Snyder is my pack member. Although, everybody might think it's Scooty, but it ain't. Scooty just want to be there.
Scooty's been awesome, though.
I know that's my main man right there. Yeah. Oh, man, that's my guy. So I'm glad that I was able to come out and share with you guys my journey through this thing, man, has been really, really life-changing for me. I mean, like I said, coming from Detroit, Michigan is a little bit rough. I grew up rough, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And coming from I don't even know if y'all ever seen one of these. Have you guys ever seen one of these?
I have not.
I haven't either.
No. Why does it say don't
a lot of
fold?
People on the line. Because this was what we call food stamps.
Yeah, so I know it, but why can't you fold it?
Well, you can fold it. I mean, it comes in the book. So you know what I'm saying? Okay. This is an old school book. And so coming from that lifestyle of food stamps, and even in Bob's story, when he talked about how he, the life that he grew up in, man, I am so humbly grateful to be a part of this community. To have the opportunity to design my world, and I just hadn't had that. I'm 47 years old. I found you guys when I was 36, I believe, 34, 35, I don't know. But what you guys have done for me and my family is just, I'm just grateful, and so I'm so excited to do another transaction. I'm 23 transactions in since starting, and my background was a AAA roadside service guy. So you would call and say, "Hey, I'm on a flat tire somewhere." I was the guy that pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And
so Jerry,
man, I answer.
Can you tell me a little bit about where you were when you were first introduced to Renatus?
Where I came off of the freeway and I called a roadside sign, and that roadside sign said "Earn while you learn," and it said real estate, but I was like, I don't know nothing about no real estate, but the "Earn while you learn" part filled me in on it. And so the gentleman who put those signs out was really, really new. He was about a week in. And so he connected me with Tom Seeloff, and then Tom got me on the phone with Scott. Yeah. And so Tom was like, matter of fact, Tom connected me with you first, Matt. I think we had a conversation maybe first.
I think so.
And then it was a Thursday night. He was like, "Hey man, I want you to come to this meeting with the Chicago team." And so he connected me with Scott, and we kind of hit it off first day. You know, Scott told me to go pawn my PlayStation and go get my education. So here I am.
So from food stamps to now, you said 22 transactions later. Tell me a little bit about how your life has changed. How's your perceptions changed? What have been some of the biggest milestones that you've crossed in that time?
Oh man, where do I start? So I currently have 3 long-term rentals. I have 6 short-term rentals. I've helped a number of people kind of with their transactions. I've done it myself and Bobby. We got a note deal that we've completed, seller finance note deal. I've done a few different wholesale deals. So when you say what has I done that has really opened my mind, like I now see that everything is out of abundance, and like all of that you can take that apostrophe T off, and man, everything is possible. Like, you know, and so surrounding myself with all you smart people, you know, and all the people that I've been privy to be around is like, man, it's just so eye-opening for me. I just didn't know that was available. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just didn't know it was possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, and not growing up with parents, someone that you kind of look up to in the sense of for a role model or guidance, not having that for myself. It just was, you know, I guess just throwing darts at no targets, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a focus point, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, you know, where to go, which way to go. And so this has given me all of that, like, you know, just the essentials alone. Knowing what I know now, the essentials alone is worth the entire education. I would, knowing what I know now, I cash out $30K for the essentials, knowing what I know now. And so for me, it's like so very important that people hear like the value that's within this education platform is outstanding. And then the community on top of that, it just makes this thing like, I don't know, like I said, I'm not a groupie, but Mr. Bob Snyder, man, that's my guy. For sure. That is my main man.
I love that. So I love how you kind of talked about that one of the biggest changes that has happened in your life has been your mindset. Your ability to see the difference between what you thought wasn't possible and now seeing, hey, it is all possible. Yeah. The difference between knowing how to do it and not knowing how to do it is what is the magic difference, right? That's what makes it possible for you, is the knowledge that you can get that knowledge and then apply it and leverage the community to find out, you know, exactly what pitfalls to watch out for and how you can implement it properly. I love that. I love hearing that. Was there was there a specific moment that you can recall where you felt your mindset just shift? Or as we like to say in Renatus, you feel it go from your head to your heart?
Well, it went from my head to my heart. Like, I want to say 3 months after I joined, it was nationals, because I came in December 2017, and in March it was nationals. So, of course, Scott wasn't going to let me stay at home. Get to the nationals, you need to be there. And so, like, just seeing, man, just seeing the people, deal after deal after deal, story after story after story of success and the benefits of being in the community and taking these education classes, it just was profound. And I was like, oh yeah, this is, why I ain't got nobody here? Such and such is supposed to be here. This person was supposed to be here. So I was kicking myself. But yeah, it was my very first nationals that changed everything for me. As far as that go, man, that was, I love that. Very powerful.
I love that, because I've had a similar experience. The very first nationals I attended is where I finally saw the full scope of the impact I could have at Renatus and the impact that I could have across the nation.
Yeah.
And I love hearing your story about your belief just going through the roof, seeing all of these other people that had accomplished these tremendous things, or things that, at least from my perspective, were impossible before I knew they were possible. That's just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and getting to meet everybody. Like, I just strongly believe, like we always say, I became immediately relationship rich. When I came through the building, I was already sitting at the table with Bob and Matt. You know what I'm saying? And getting to talk to Ron Williams and Woody and all these Eric Counts and all these big people. I just felt like, man, this little kid from Detroit, and I, you know what I'm saying? It just was match made in heaven. So I'm forever grateful, like I said, man. And I'm so happy to be a part of this thing, creating a Jew show and bringing on other students and sharing their success. And pushing everybody, because I believe we all need that. We need some accountability partner, and what I'm saying, to keep us level-minded and keep us moving forward. And so I believe that the podcast that we created, it does that. It allows us to give back, in a sense, and share with other people. Like we always say, sometimes how does it go? The meeting needs you, or you might need the meeting.
Yeah, some weeks the meeting needs you, and other weeks you need the meeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so many times where somebody come on and they I stumbled upon this, and then they hear a story and, and it just connects everything. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you always say, stories sell.
Facts tell, stories sell. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That is so true. I can think of the number of times when I have heard somebody explain something, I'm like, okay. Then they start talking about the effect and influence it's had on their life. Mm-hmm. And that's when I'm like, oh. Yeah.
That's when you see the impact that it's really made. It's not just education or how they, implemented it, but like you can see the real tangible changes that happen in their life. That's fun. That's what it is. That's what keeps us going. Jerry is like, for instance, the short conversation we had before this podcast, when you were just talking about how grateful you are that you found Renatus and how much it's changed your life. And like, I could see how genuine that was. I could see it in your eyes. Like that's the stuff that fuels us, right? Like it's everything. It's changing lives. Like, I want to make people's lives better.
That's what makes every minute of every day worth it.
Yeah.
All of the struggle, all of the frustration, all of the challenges that we face and overcome makes it absolutely worth it when I get to talk with someone like you, Jerry, whose life has changed and recognizes just how much more they now have available to them, and how much more they can make available for other people through Renatus.
Yeah, their mind expands.
Yes,
and that's fun.
That is definitely one of the things that I can say. I used to have this feeling of this great feeling when I made money. Yeah. Now is the feeling of somebody coming back and they're being like, I'm so thankful, Jerry, that you introduced me to, I don't know, the last person who said this to me was day before yesterday. I put them on with Bill Omi, and Bill kind of did his thing. You know how Bill do. And he was like, yeah. She got off the thing and called me and was like, that guy, Bill, he said he was too cool for school, but the things that he was teaching on there was so profound. And so she told me, just thank you for putting me on that meeting. You know what I'm saying? So that is sometimes better than money. You know what I'm saying? Just that feeling.
So now, I mean, we're talking, you said you joined in December of 2017, which means we're about 6 years ago now. And from the sound of it, you're the big dog at the table now. You're the one that's bringing people in and is introducing them to all of these other leaders and other people that have done profound things. That's got to feel pretty amazing that you can now facilitate that same experience for other people.
Yes, I'm definitely working on getting better. Last Nationals, Bob told us he made us promise that we'll get something on the calendar. This is going to help you move forward. So we got the Juice Show on the calendar. Now we invite. So we pushing through. So I'm excited to watch this thing grow. Yeah. And it's just been such a great journey. Like, I didn't even think learning could be this great. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is powerful, is impactful, and it's certainly something that I never knew that I always wanted.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I love that. And I love how you talk about it, expanding your focus and expanding your field of vision, by learning more and understanding more and seeing more and more potential.
Yeah.
When James initially put a comment here on the J.A.M, just saying, hey, Jay, or actually Matt, he said, hey, Matt, bring me out on the J.A.M. I just thought, all right, I'm going to look this guy up. So I looked up the Juice Show and I watched a couple of episodes and I was just like, wow, look at these guys. They're all excited to be there. They're all focused on content that is designed to empower people. These are my people. I love this. This is an amazing opportunity. And so I looked at Matt. I said, Matt, we got to bring these guys out.
Yep.
This is what you're doing is leaving a positive mark on the world. You're empowering, enabling, and showing people a way where they can go out there and really start to take control of their future, start to take control of the decisions they make, and be accountable for that. I really respect what you guys are doing, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate your attitude. I appreciate the way that you're building and sharing and loving on people. That's incredible.
Man, thank you so much. Like I said, I appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity and sharing with us some of the golden nuggets that you share with us every week. Matt, when he comes out and he shares those stories, man, those be some impactful stories that allows us to grow. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm so thankful for everything that you do. Like I said, Matt's my 5-star, so I get to mess with him all the time.
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? So, this is like, it's such a blessing and such an honor to represent Renatus. You know what I'm saying? And so I do that with the utmost respect for, the opportunity that he has created for us all,
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, we got to make sure while we're at the National, we get a picture with the J.A.M and the Juice.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah. Absolutely, we will.
I definitely know a guy, I got some connections to the photographer. Make sure that we get a good picture.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of stage time for all of us.
For sure. Whitney got us. For sure.
So tell me a little bit, how important would you say it is that people attend the National Conference?
Okay. How important? Well, first off, if you've been given the opportunity to be a part of this community, coming to the National is the utmost show of your respect for that, your thank you for creating this opportunity. And that's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? So, but the importance of the Nationals is, like, this is the thing that happens only once a year. And so with the people that we know Bob is going to bring up to help us out, it's just something that you don't want to miss. It's being able to take your business from the lowest level to the highest levels possible. You know what I'm saying? And if you're serious about your business, then this is definitely a place that you want to be. You have people that you can network with who's doing the same thing that you're doing. So they may be looking for, partnerships or networks. So, where else would you be able to connect with all these nationwide group of investors? You know what I'm saying? So everybody that will be at the Nationals is, probably somebody you want to connect with and grow and build with. So I was just told when I first came in the company, the Nationals is just something you don't miss. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's online, because if it's online, the year before that, we were told that it wasn't going to be that good or it's going to be better. 2020 was so fire. Oh, man. And we was at home. So, So yeah, man, Nationals is always the place to be, in the building. Be in the building, guys, because you're going to be mad if you're not in the building.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say.
I love that. I love it. I love your passion. I love how you talk about taking your business to the next level, because honestly, the Nationals is designed to empower people to shortcut the learning curve so that they can go from where they are to where they want to go a whole lot quicker by learning from the people that are there, that have been there, that can show the way on how to do it even easier or better, or even just giving you that belief check, being able to say it is possible. I was where you are. I am where you want to be. This is how you get here. That's awesome.
For sure.
Man, I'm just.
And so I was excited. Last year, my special moment was getting a picture with the famous Miss Holly.
Oh,
so I got a
that's
picture.
I forgot.
Yeah,
you did. That's right.
And so I was like, "Oh, I ain't seen nobody with this picture." So
that's true.
I was figuring if ever I got to say, "Hey, Bob, I'm gonna need to have a conversation with you," I just show the picture. Okay, but yeah, that's my guy. So I'm stoked. Get to the Nationals. Don't miss the Nationals. If you hear the sound of my voice, I can promise you will regret not going to the Nationals. 100%.
The most common comment I get from people coming out of the national conference is always, "Man, this was so good.
Yep.
I wish I had more people here."
I've also received that comment many a time.
I get it every year. And I feel for people, and I try to encourage them before the national, but sometimes you just got to see it to believe it, and then people come and they're like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, you just don't know. You don't know quite what you're missing until you go to the national and you realize, holy crap, this, again, without words. I'm without words. I don't know, but it goes from your head to your heart. That's I think the best.
Even when you come back.
Yeah.
Even when you come back from nationals, you can't explain it to nobody. What was the nationals? Man, it was.
Let me describe for you how salt tastes right now. Right?
Yeah, it's just the emotion, the inspiration.
It's like your motivation gets a warm hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so incredible. I remember feeling frustrated not long ago, and this was shortly before the leaders retreat. I went to the leaders retreat and I just got charged up again. it was like I was a solar panel, and the leaders retreat was the sun, and I was just able to absorb that energy, and it just kept me going. And it was such an incredible opportunity, man. I can't wait for the national.
Yeah,
it's a ton of work as we lead up to it every single year. This year, it's even more work than normal. You'll know more once you get to the national, but it is so rewarding to be there. So rewarding to get to associate closer with people that I hear about all year long, and then all of a sudden I get to meet for the first time, or haven't seen them since the leaders retreat or whatever it is. And
I love getting to meet and see people too. So just that on top of everything, you get to put a face to the name or whatever. But it's cool.
So amazing. Well, man, I so appreciate you, Jerry, for coming out on our Renatus Jam on our podcast today. I appreciate your enthusiasm, your commitment, your attitude. You're a freaking rock star, and you're the reason why Renatus rocks, because of your attitude, because of who you are, who you're becoming, and the way that you're trying to inspire other people to come along with you. You're amazing. Thank you for being our guest today.
You're welcome, Jerry. Man. I love you guys, man, for sure.
Feelings are definitely mutual.
Yes, they are. Love you, man.
Yes. Don't forget everybody else on the line. The reason why Renatus rocks is because of the people like Jerry, like James last week, like each one of you who's associated with Renatus. You are what makes Renatus rock. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Renatus rocks.